asalaamaaleykum mbokk yi ñoo seetaan beneen yoon ñu ngi leen a nuyu fii ci kër gu mag gi QTV àndandoog beneen yoon Jolofaat ci Gambian Zone tey nag Gambian Zone mi di legends moo ñëw a living legend of Gambian urban music Mr Gamsen Reconciliation Mr many albums Mr many hit songs Freaky Joe su la neexee nga ne ko Singhateh Papa Jams di Gam Music Intellect ànd ak whole crew bi dem seeti kële di Freaky Joe ñu am benn career trajectory bu am solo bu mu waxtaan ak Papa Jams ñu dem seeti Papa Jams ak Freaky Joe will be back Singhateh su la neexee.
waaw di la jaajëfal bu baax Cheikh Tidiane mbokk yi yéen a ngi seetaan QTV ñu dellu sargala leen seen programme bi di Gambian Zone Meet the Legends mi fi dee bàyyi ko samedi bu jot bu ñetti waxtu yu tëggee dem ba ñeneenti waxtu yi ñu indilaatal leen ko dimanche bu fukki waxtu ak benn tëggee dem ba fukki waxtu ak ñaar maanaam 11 ba 12 may faral nag ci biir programme bi di jàkkaarloo ak ñoo xam ne ay ndaanaan lañ seen liggéey fes na lool ci aari Gambia may faral di si ñoom jotaay di la wone leen ak ñoom seen jaar-jaar ngeen xamalante leen ak ñoom ñi bëri jaar fi nag tey na mu am kontaan nag toogaat fi ak beneen legend kookoy kan Alaaji Singhateh ñu naan ko Singhateh ñu naan ko Freaky Joe tey mooy suma gan ci Gambian Zone Meet the Legend Joe nuyu naa la asalaamaaleykum.
waaleykum salaam Mr Jams, thanks for the invitation. maa ngi nuyu waa Gambia yëpp fu mu mënta nekk outside yu nekk si biir dëkk bi. maa ngi nuyu yéen yëpp. I guess so many people have recognized the face. am na nga xam ne tamit it is like no it's not him waaye moom la. maa ngi laa nuyu yéen yëpp. yeah.
It's been a while Joe. Gis nañoo gisee.
It's been a while. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Waaye nice to meet again
same way.
waaw Joe. ma bëgg ñu door nag si Joe bi moo door nu Freaky Joe starté foofu laa bëgg ñu dooree Joe naka la mbiri tàmbalee naka la mbiri dooree naka la musique bi dooree ak Joe naka la Joe dooree ak musique bi.
Actually comme na ko waxee it's quite a long journey. But then the affaire become like dafa start on as a hobby from the beginning. Like time school, high school, junior school actually. nekk si drama group si di perform si interhouse speech and giving prize giving days and those things. Fural, organized furals when I used to be in Bansang by the time. I think 1997 I was in junior school. dama bokk si drama groups, so we write songs, we perform as I mentioned before. Then ba mu nekk at bu nga xam ne maa ngi doon play si suñu prize speech and prize giving year. So Esa Jallow, that was the first time he saw me. See them on, you are very good. I think you should come to the combos. You know? But from there, instead of combos, I'm a student in Armitage High School. So I spent for 1 year.
Mooy di Esa Jallow,
Esa Jallow GRS, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Then from there, I moved to Gambia High School. So I Gambia High School, the same thing bila. The passion for the music. Nekk as a class.
Léegi bala ñëw Gambia High. Dégg nga na back in Bansang Amitié da ngeen fa amoon seen Jojo family.
Waaw man ma seen Jojo.
That was the Jojo family. Look inspire on the Jojo family. It wasn't ne okay this no you feel bi meloon fii bàyyi leen no born African yeeg pencami yeeg black nature bi yooyu. So yéen tam ci hinterland bi countryside bi get inspired and then you come with a crew.
Yeah. No, those are the people who inspired us. Comme names you mentioned ni. One time when I'm in school, we just come out, we are just doing this as fun. You understand? So, but Penchabi, dancehall masters, born Africans, you don't inspire you. You know? So, you time when I'm seeing group, they perform, see, up here, them bass, they perform. Sometimes we organize our little shows at Concord Duma, those who know them, Bansang, without even being able to afford the sound system. Then you're in the house deck, right? That's an affair, you know? That's in place in CD, I'm saying mic the way. You know what I'm saying? So, no la commencé from there, the Jojo family, mo Joe, mama senior, mama nigga Armitage High School. Mantama dem Armitage High School. But for some reason, I couldn't stay long in Armitage High School because of then seniority levels, you know what I'm saying? da ngaa nekk si affaire yi punishment yooyu noonu you know so I couldn't stand those things you know what I'm saying so after man ma design dama transfer which was very difficult for transfer bi tamit it comes in a positive way because si laa ñëw fii you know nekk Gambia high school 2004 then si la suma first single génn Gambian's Reconciliation so mun naa woon that's the turning point ñëpp foofu la start yeah
but then earlier than that amuloo woon that competition with Ibu Jara ma cof ko competition bi understand nga before Gambian's Reconciliation
waaw wax nga dégg fu mu nekk yaa ngi remember yëpp you are digging all the way back that's right yeah Machofko was a promoter in Germany it's a DJ in Germany so moom moo ñëw organize a competition a form of competition actually so where I was part of it then on that competition that was the time I write my first song because I give more message to the youths right now and it's because of that song I was able to be a winner of that competition as well so bokk naa si loolu Spy Bala one I can still remember you know so moom the agreement was ku jël force daf la producer album that was the agreement you know but not knowing that it's like a form daf la yow studio ñu compose moom his album was basically meant for analog you know what I mean dafa play beat si one side of the tape mu dégg empty cassette on the side of the tape mu laa doppee ngay play mu laa record you know that's not you can call that an album so ñun time we don't know all the logistics about this whole album business you know so when the things couldn't materialize on that way then still just my trophy I won everyone know that I won then I was lucky time when I was training a lot I was writing a lot of songs because of that competition then sila Reconciliation it wasn't the first song but that's the first song that went out you know then Reconciliation Gambian's Reconciliation then after Bobula more message then I was able to have access to work with Sons of Light by the time yeah
wow but so holy because it was around earlier I believe 2001 coming to 2 you understand I remember that competition so boku winning straight you lo def la jox that integration into the urban music understand lo dégg rek Freaky Joe understand and even more message became explosive I remember boy yi ni nekkoon West Coast by then ñoom David Ousmane the living ghost of Tupac ñoom DJ Ibrahim ñoom Dwight Neal ñoom Ekatin Shawa Safunai was very close to you
yeah very close
so you have that interaction with those DJs at that time understand but dam ko anytime that in that point in history in our music was very difficult because by then you know groups you have some of them have gone to Europe migrated fee was not that much you understand it was not that much vibrant musically xam nga yaa fi nekk nga am lex of Uluganda understand before you know egalitarian ak heartbreaker coming with the yourself compilation you understand you xam nga that time but when you came with Freaky Joe's explosion at that time was something else in our music history time then you became nga ñëw xam nga am link ak Sons of Light do di produce comme ni ko Gambian Reconciliation bi ñëw boobu it was epic because loolu it was a unification diggante Sensa Gambia High problème bi fa yaaga nekk so léegi how was it like during those days am nga Gambia High St. Augustine then you think of bringing a song Gambian's Reconciliation
Gambian's Reconciliation nu mu ñëwee comme nu ma ko waxee like in the classroom suñu amee break dama faa nekk di door table ni di wéyante ni ba Oustaz Senghor sax xamee na ma foofu na with Mr. Ka and all that time boo su ñëwee rek mu ne ma you stop so I remember that he was passing when they were talking about this whole reconciliation thing mu ne ma before you keep disturbing us why can't you just write a song about this reconciliation in a joking manner actually I thought about it and I went home because one time when I was train all the time I have these rhythms all those stuffs so when I went I was vibing Gambian's Reconciliation NAPSA Reconciliation so if you're really ready oh yes I'm ready those kind of melodies came in you know then when I made that song when I wrote this song then still introduced my first and ever manager Pa Usman who was the president of the Gambian's Reconciliation at that time so when he listened to it he said I like it you know then Pa Usman Gambian Talent yes he is my first and ever manager
nuyu naa la Pa Usman
yes
moom tam gëj naa ko am waaye xam naa suñu waatee dañu gis
yes so from there sila ma introduce Hakim when they invited them to the school when they came Hakim listened to the song yeah I can get you something we went to the studio so fekk beat bu ma amee moom mu jël beat boobu noonu mu déglu ko mu tegaat ko. Then that's when I just because that time the energy level and the commitment like yaa ngi xiif time boobu noonu. He just put the mic. I start singing the song. Before when you go to the studio, you arrange chorus, and I start singing from top to the end, non-stop, just like you performing. That's how he recorded me. You know, that's how the song came out. When the song came out, all the students embraced it. Now I was able to excel myself during that period. You know, time for them sir, one time tobacco road la dega. You know, then you know you have Saint Augustine, you have Saint Joseph. So time schools watches time watches the time they find difficult to go home because all the students that try to show love on the way. So one time they Dutch bala school be the JS bala school bala the so that's how everything started, you know. Then from there I didn't stop. Give a message to the youth right now. So give a message which become another explosion. So thank God today things started that way.
Thank God to things started right away. The Lolo one as a celebrity status was glamorous those days.
Yeah.
So you set on Gambian reconciliation. Fatally guy, you know, Demba, so in Pare, there's what we program in the set on the Gambian zone. Mid the legends time Amfi Kini the Singhateh, aka Freaky Joe. Time was Maganchi Gambian zone mid the legends. Going medium set on Gambian reconciliation, Jollof Arts QTV.
I have a surprise for all of you, for both of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Gambian reconciliation team. This is the fruit of reconciliation. This is the gain of unity. This is the profit of oneness. And so has it before us all. Yes, we are one people. Be you in Saints, be you in Gambia High, or any other appropriate Gambian senior secondary school. The bottom line is that we are all Gambians, and we must, as a matter of certainty, see each other and one another through the eyes of love, unity, today, tomorrow, and forevermore. Yeah, 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 yeah. Love, peace, love, and unity is what we need. Oh, yeah, love. So if you're really, really ready, oh yes, I'm ready. Let us unite and make it right. If you're really, really ready, oh yes, I'm ready. Let us unite and make it right. If you're really, really ready, Hakeem, I'm ready. Let us unite and make it right. If you're really, really ready, oh yes, I'm ready. Let us sing together again. So, God says reconciliation. Now says reconciliation. God says reconciliation. God says reconciliation. God says reconciliation. So, yeah. So, nobody push and nobody fight. Let's come together, make it all unite. Whether you sense or whether in Gambia High or any other school it might be. Wisdom is better than silver and gold. Let us unite and make it.
mbokk yi gannaaw bu ñu seetaanee foofu Gambian reconciliation ak kii nii di Singhateh aka Freaky Joe fii ci QTV ànd ak Jollof Arts ci Gambian zone mid the legend sa Singhateh den sa Sierra Leone experience la bëgg ñu ñëwagum fii tam tuuti
Fan la
Sierra Leone
Sierra Leone.
Sierra Leone
Freetown.
experience. When did you first go to Freetown?
I went to Freetown in 2005, 6. That's the first time I went there. Yeah, with those two songs, Comes and Reconciliation, More Message. The rest, yep, Doppler one time. I think my first appearance in Freetown was at K-Man, Bingo Man. I think for the people who are from Freetown, they know K-Man. He's one of the hottest artists that time in Freetown. He was launching an album at the Independence Stadium. See that them for them play Man, Lawn, Egat in Saba, ak Rankin Fire. That was my first time to go to Freetown.
And when you went to Freetown, also was another explosion in Freetown. Because remember hearing Freaky Joe in Network Africa, BBC, understand? Singhateh in Freetown, such Sierra Leone experience was another thing. But lan moo tax because time boobu Kéemaan mu ngi xew ñoom Emerson ñu ngi fa Daddy Side tam mu ngi génne that famous corruption at the show that track tam mu ngi hit nga ñëw si biir foofu noonu understand make foofu an impact lan moo tax gars yi teel a gravité ci sa music in Freetown ba fa demee la nga waaye la nga foofu la moo tax gars yi gravité so sa
I think that time the energy level of what I put into my songs at the same time bu ma doon dem foofu tamit I went with a different vibe because I remember when I was in Freetown, my first night, I wasn't so used to their music. Why radio bu ma tune, loolu laa fa dee fekka. Radio bu ma tune, loolu laa fa dee nekka. After 1-2 days, miin naa ko. You understand? But then when I went there, my music was so different from them. Freetown, so for them, when you ask them about the Gambian artists, I don't talk about Konde. Why before? You go there and say, where's Freaky Joe? So all the shows that they have here, all the salon people, they organize shows, artists in Gambia is Freaky Joe. I headline all their shows, you know. So Freetown, when I went there, perform with K-Man was a big opportunity there. Performed in parties, performed in old schools, you know. So we made a lot of big impact there. And then from there, see like Emerson Taminyo. When Emerson also came, I linked with him also, who's actually right now the living legend in Freetown. Right now, he's still consistent after so many years, you know. So Sila Defa Montamed song. Then after my manager Mitamed feka small album bangegena, he liked my that album from True Friends, Singhateh Rise, Hold On Strong, all the songs in that album. So Montada from distribution level, more they produce Emerson sent album. So he made a compilation there by the time. So we include 3 of my songs in that compilation. So that's a CD was out in the whole of Freetown. So all the radios were playing my songs. So that's how I get popular in Freetown that time. So Nola started also through the help of Egat in Saba, you know. Yeah.
Well, I like that about Freetown, Singhateh, which sometimes man sa dama dey xawa worry tuuti. Time bi nga wax ni, you understand, yow ñoom Kéemaan, ñoom Daddy Side, ñoom nga Emerson, because especially Emerson bi mu ñëwee ñoom Tutu Party, ñoom Bobo Payne. It was just epic there in Sierra Leone at that time. So all the time boobu Nigeria, xam nga ci nga gis ñoom Two Face ñëw yaagut Peace Quiet Timayas Bracket but all of a sudden dafa mel ni Sierra Leone ñoom tamit dañ ñëw rek seen music dafa xaw a mel ni waaw dañ lu waral gars yi ñëw rek affaire bi ñëw rek Nigeria overshadow yëpp.
Yeah, because I think in Freetown when I was there, that was my first time I did a Two Face song and the African Queen was in Freetown. They don't drive my dega. Wow, who is this artist? I thought he was a Freetown. So we came on and I would have grabbed and do a song with him. Still, I name a Two Face in Nigerian. Wow, this song is nice, you know. But the guys like how Nigerian more when they came in, they dominate so fast. They dominate too much. Like come no, they were the names that you just mentioned. Those people when they came, the music just went back so big. So in no, the fact rare Freetown, you know. When they check production wise, you have level than Freetown. Understand? But marketing wise, you upper Freetown. So then you're like overshadow guy. Motor Freetown, them they went a little bit down. Send music be hala watch. By time they were popular than all these Nigerians and Ghanaians and all the stuff, you know. So no lanyewe, but then collaborating with all of them, you tell about those people. Up to today, I talk to all of them. They respect my work from the beginning up to date, you know. So Hole came and the song that I did with him, "Give Me the Love I Want," which was a big song here too. Baby, give me the love I want, just give me the love I need. Baby, give me the love I want, so baby, baby, please. That was my song, you know. But when he went to Freetown with him, collabo, another hit was dropped in Freetown. And then later on, he remixed it again on his own and released it again. You know, Emerson, the same thing. We did a watching new song together. So the studio time that I spent with them, they're all good artists, but that time they know this boy is, you know, I don't even know where the inspiration comes from that time, to be honest. But yeah, I was very committed. Yeah.
Then 2006 January got dropped for the Gambia album.
Yes.
And that album was epic. Songs like Singhateh Rise, songs like More Message, you know, Inside, songs like Moving On, Worry and Fred, Watching You.
You know all the songs there.
Great album. Understand? When I got for legends like Jaliba Kuyate and Samu Suso,
yeah.
it was something else. The production of this album, how was it like?
Yeah, the production of the album, Ninko started was Gambian Reconciliation and More Message, which was produced by Hakim. And suddenly, after I released those songs from 2002, Hakim went back to America. So Mom would be almost early 2006. So I was stuck with those two songs, you understand? I went to quite a few different studios, but they couldn't give me what Hakim gave me on those songs. So the level was a little bit different. You know, trying a few studios, but then I wasn't happy. Then all I end up doing more, so let me say that there's a reggae shop on top there, I forget the name now. Now I them for collect rhythms, you know. So nyari songs you they am booking. More message because that time youth groups they bury things were happening, you know. So almost week in, week out I'm just performing. So small play nyari songs I do a whole concert. So I end up playing some rhythms, dubs here and there. No luck here. Then I've been writing songs. I did few recordings, but I never released them because I wasn't happy. Mahal be Hakim nyawat. Mbala mo nyo na fisila fika bindana True Friends, bindana Singhateh Rise, bindana Hold Strong, all the songs that you just mentioned. So when he came, I told him that these are the songs that I have. So some of them I sang them in a rhythm, then mu check rhythm you change that go. Then I don't know, now is the time, you know. So that means all the 2-3 years I was just waiting. Compared to the been a single again a mixtape in 6 months. I've been waiting for 2-3 years, just writing and training, rehearsing. Them concerts with those two songs. When he came, now I know that this is the right time. You know, so when we released the album, that was it. You know, even that time there was zero capital. Nothing. We did all the recording together then. National AIDS Secretary at that time. Then I make a cover for the More Message song about HIV and AIDS. So they are the one who sponsored the album. So we went to Dakar, print the album, bring it. Lamin Kewan San could be my witness. The album came one week, it was done in the market. We print again. You know, so it wasn't big money that time because cassette was just $25 and all that stuff. But for me, I wasn't much worried about the finance part of it. I want to get there. I want to be out there, you know, because I'm not a smart music. Them they come out all the time and the energy that I spend, I will end up having them back, you know. So still again an album in 2006, April before the end of the year, I was lucky to have a contract in America. So
we'll come to that.
Yeah.
Looking at the texture of the album by then, so whole for the Gambia nga dore ko national anthem bi sense of patriotism, understand? Si biir nga xool am nga True Friends, Worry and Fred, strictly, you know, dancehall,
reggae.
Understand? Nga xool Singhateh Rise, the reggae groove, understand? Nga xool songs yi am nga you am na some local melodies, am nga some foreign melodies, combining it together. If you sit here today and then look back at that album and then listen to it, what do you feel?
Even day for yesterday I was on Q radio. He was playing a lot of different Gambian music, but when he started playing my songs, I could see a big difference. That time, it was not much computer, it was more of analog recordings. And the sound was so rich. Most of those songs, so playing off on a tail record. You understand? So when he played that, I know that, okay, the music before, you know, man, Mary, they don't know what I was saying, but music, they don't know what I'm saying most of the time. You know, only a few of the songs that someone Jelba put my nigga, but when they see me on TV, they appreciate what I'm doing. It's reggae music, and they want to again like reggae music, but that wasn't my case. People were like, and the energy that I put in there, you know, the key, you know what I mean? So the music before Clay, It's totally different. Now it's more commercial, but for me, those old records, not only me, even when I listen to dancehall masters that days, born Africans, not for the quality of the record on the album, because that time, but then most of the production that Hakim did, I could see a lot of
It's
good
more
vibe.
organic.
Very, this is twist. Now it's more of electronic. Then I make music with just a pen to start drawing. So those days it was more organic, you know.
Yeah, Kasim loolu la ma dee man ma Jams dama ko dee tooñ man ma Jams you be disappointed man I'm a fan of the old music.
Yeah.
Kasim.
It is.
So léegi ñu ñëw to then you went to America. And it was your US tour. How did it happen? Naka la ñëwee naka la US tour bi ñëwee.
The US tour came through a Nigerian guy actually. Momo contact mu ne ma there's a promoter who's interested in you. Before I thought it was a scam, even though those the scam were not too much, but I was thinking it's a scam or something. You know, Suleiman, he organized shows. He wanted to have a Gambian artist on board. If you know Gambian promoters, you can link them with. That's where Pa Usman came in. So Silako Bola Pa Usman, because we were working here together. Then Pa Usman thought that is something genuine. Then I sent them my information with my group. So even though my groups, the embassy didn't want to give them visas, because he think they are young people, so they may do nyipsi. I could give you a visa because I've been seeing the progress you are doing. He's reading the newspapers that time. Every other week he will see me on newspapers. And the document that I presented, I'm a young man and I'm trying, and then he wasn't convinced that somebody made him talk. So Mujama man, that you can go, and when you come back I want to see you, but your group, I cannot. I didn't make it a big deal. Then we organized there, make our arrangement there, went on the show. But then I think that's one of my most successful tour I ever did, 2006.
America ñëwaat nga def those performances nga ñëwaat for the Gambia album bi tam push the couple of years 2009 nga ñëw di Rejoice album.
Yes.
And the Rejoice album tam was another album. Take us through this album, Rejoice.
Yeah, the Rejoice album was during my, like Hakim, that time, I do the best with Buba. That day, they're more in America here. So when he left, we still work. I've not sent with him, but I do voicing with another American producer. And that producer also, he's a hip hop producer. It's like one of the biggest hood producers in Atlanta. Nyom T.I., Nyom Sierra Leone, before they all have these big record labels. He was one producing all the underground artists. So I get to know that guy through a Senegalese artist, Papis. You know, I did a song with him called Ligue something. So when he wanted to also do a collab, we went there. But the moment I start singing in that song, the guy loved my rawness of my voice and the energy. So he just became a fan, and Papis introduced me. So all these years that I've been going to America, more than top of all my documents, because he's an established studio. So he was the one being the invitation. Momo did the contract. So I've been traveling to America all along through him. So Momo did all the vocal recording of that album, you know, the Rejoice album, which was epic. Then I'm Singhateh, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord. It's the same album that you have the kids' favorite. I like the way you walk it, look how you control it, everybody talking about it. All those songs were recorded there, the bills here and there. And then the album was also a great masterpiece, you know.
Okay,
yeah.
That was Rejoice. And then also you went to the African Artists Association. That was an award, I think.
Yeah.
In England,
in London. Yeah.
And you played some couple of shows there.
Yeah.
Take us through that journey also.
Yeah, that time I was in the UK on a tour. Then there is African Music Award that they do every year. So when I was there during that period, Jok Malik, I think I went to perform through him for his culture, and Soul was also there. Soul. So Project Bobla Demon, then this award was happening. Then the Gambian promoter, I think Waka know the Nigerian guys who organize the show, so they call him. That's a Gambian artist, I think. For the first time, if you guys want your award to be more bright, that Gambians can also participate, you have to put our artists in there. You know, so that's how I get into the show. That's where I get to meet a lot of celebrities there as well, you know. So no them for perform with something different. I think that's why I played 3 songs, and Live It Up was one of them. Words Unspoken was one of them. I think it's either Rejoice or something. Yeah, which was also a very good, because like the music is different. There are a lot of Nigerian artists playing Afrobeat from other countries, but when I came in, it was a different vibe, you know, especially Live It Up with the choral flavor behind it. was really nice too.
Leave It Up.
Yeah.
The song that they said, you take it from Vivian. Some said Vivian take it from Freaky. Some said no. Hakim give the rhythm to Singhateh and also give it to Vivian. There are certain many. You have many controversies surrounding that song. Singhateh, Vivian, Leave It Up, Amul Visa. You understand?
Yeah.
How comes
That's my song.
That's your song.
Yeah. I record the song.
Hakim give the beat to Vivian.
Hakim wasn't even there when we recorded the song. I recorded the song with Hakim's brother Bilal. in Atlanta.
Yes.
That song we recorded together. You know, when he played the beat, I can still remember the beat. That was the original version. So that's why I composed that song.
Leave It Up.
Leave It Up.
Yes.
Yeah. Later on, I came to hear a melody. So many people said to me, "Boy, Vivian is still in your song."
Leave It Up.
Amul Visa. You understand?
So, are you telling me now Vivian captured that one from the Leave It Up song?
That melody came from my Leave It Up. And the guy who gave the song to Vivian is a brother to the producer who produces the song. So I wouldn't say Vivian. Maybe Vivian the woman's my Leave It Up, is that? So, but you know music rules sometimes. You know, you can be a producer can like you and all the stuff, but when it comes to money, you know what I'm saying? They can always sample your song anytime, because that time I don't know nothing about copyright laws, and there's nothing that I know that you can claim for, you know. But thank God, Vivian, I'm not wild, I'm not small, because Leave It Up is like a national cake too. Yeah.
Vivian was I think for choose fee those choose fee ak amul visa you nga Leave It Up nga rejoice ak Leave It Up ku nek am na lim am. But then before the turn of the decade si biir lolu play nga tamit ci Norway Cultural Week bi Scandinavian tam mos nga fa dem nga fa tamit nga def some certain gigs play for promote for Gambian culture. How was it like also your music in Scandinavia?
Yes, Scandinavia, I think those are the people that stole my heart. That's why I end up staying in Scandinavia. Yeah, the same thing, like no happening. When this first album was out, it was just going. But now people just keep calling me. Like I went to Sweden, Sambu went to Sweden because of the collab that I made her. I made with her on the True Friends. I supposed to be part of the tour, them America. So when the promoter called, I tell him I cannot be there the time that you want, I'm going to be in America. But if you want, Sambu is here. You can book her for the show. She has her own songs. That's how Sambu get that chance to go to Sweden. In a sense. So the album was everywhere. So the same promoter, when he was running OneGambia.com, that time he promoted Gambian music. He have a website where he put Gambian stuff in. When he had the album, he wanted to have some videos on his website. He's the one who paid all the videos of that album.
Okay, that was the international DVD that he put in the market.
Yes, he's the one who paid for everything, and Haruna Drame can be a witness. That's when I came, I gave him a bunch of money on that project. And the first artist, he's the one who produced all the songs. That's when I like it, but I want to have them on my website. So I will sponsor True Friends, Singhateh for the Gambia, a Whole Strong. He's the one who paid for all the videos. So I didn't spend a month for that time of where would I get the money to do all those things. So he did that. So the same thing, let me see them out again. I guess in Norway, contact, they want to have me on their cultural week, blah, blah, blah. I give it a shot. And I went there, I was happy to be there. Yeah.
waaw mbokk yi benn dañu fàttali leen ne kii laa fi am Singhateh aka Freaky Joe ci Gambian Zone Meet the Legends léegi nag dañoo dem seetaan track bi di Radio H di title track album bi fii ci Gambian Zone Meet the Legends Jollof Arts Entertainment fii ci QTV.
Oh gosh, yeah, yeah. Be all my brother, be all my sister. Nana, yeah, Whoa, this is Singhateh, say out of Gambia. So love is the order of the day. So I don't care what the people might say. Cause I am like trolling on the rightful way. And that Babylon that not gonna lead astray. Cause positive teaching, that's what me receiving. Good over evil, that's what me believing. Getting up the most I will be revealing. And I know you could feel it's my brother. Only judge will say I am and I do it. all strong. Though the man will never lose faith. Never listen to what the rumors say. Cause I know they got nothing better to tell. Some rumors say going in Gambia, say I and I feel like to in America. Singhateh, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord. Give thanks to the Most High God. I'm grateful, grateful to the Almighty One. Say blessings for all the good things in our life. Singhateh, rejoice, rejoice in the name of the Lord. Give thanks to the Most High God. Grateful, grateful to the Almighty One. Say blessings for all the good things in our life.
Okay, Singhateh, 2012 Mansake album. Mansake album be very rich in terms of melodies, information, nice, production, nice. Why not? You know, more the icing of the cake for Singhateh Freaky Joe because Yaya Jammeh daf ko jox 4-wheel bu es bul caabi 4-wheel dafa teg ko nag xaalis bu bëri daf ko kaañ bu bëri boo Yaya Jammeh daf na may xaalis bu bëri la may Singhateh daal foofu la Singhateh jógee rek dégg naa Singhateh taay yooyu noonu yombul de lan la Mansake indi Singhateh
Mansake comme gaa li ñëw yaa jox ma 4-wheel boobu moom mun naa jox naa leen ne waaye du 4-wheel.
Singhateh 4-wheel boobu nag.
non du bosam.
jox la boobu
wallaahi du bosam.
yaa jam ngeen seetaan école kilo dina de.
because yaa jam su la mayee dara. xëy na mu nga ko jox di ko xam waaye that time 4-wheel boobu jamono that was a GL that time. man suma booba damaa ragal pour dawal loolu sax. because balaa nit ñi foog na leneen ak leneen moo tax dafa dama ko am rek ba mu jógee Amérique rek ma jaay ko ma dugal ko si leneen then I just keep it low with my Singhateh one. Wasn't on the picture, but then it came through the Gambia High School Golden Jubilee, 2009-10. So I was a student of Gambia High School. Yeah, I'm a student of Gambia High School. I did my chief patron of that celebration. They did my sponsor project both of them. So being a student of Gambia High School, time of when I graduated, I think. I'm not too. Yeah, I think I graduated. So legi, one time I just joined America with my song "Give Me the Love." Then I went. We have a concert at McCarthy Square. I think it was end of December. You know, so when I performed there, everyone was excited. The whole place, people don't want me to come off of stage. So one time I watch her. Normally it's just like a routine. Some play paper, small John, small boy, then they them. We don't even spend time there. Then you play watcher. I think we perform already. You do get some more. You then babe after Gambia High School, fly over Bodon. Sila la mi manga call ma. You know, Freaky, where are you? Man, come are you mad? What? I already performed. I come back. Hey, want to see you. So Sila U-turn. Understand? When we U-turn, we went back. Then when I'm backstage, madam Sila ma escort you to pavilion be. Then that's where I met him. Then Molachi Fala Joge, my tour. Make little joke. He's a nice man, actually. Time over. I could say 80% of Gambia were all supporting him. You know. So when I met him, say when I'm okay, the farm concert fee on New Year's Eve for the New Year's celebration because I've got it as some yearly routine that I'm invited to come and perform again. So Sila maybe that time you can make a new song for me. So Sila knew my that time I think 50,000 that night because time away begin 50,000 per recording. So we gave us 50,000, which was more than what we have to spend to record. We went home. Goody Bo was my guy in Generation Afra and talk. So we just sit and then we just vibing, you know. Alale mansaya diela. That's how the melody came in, you know what I'm saying? So when the morning came, I called Tara, I'm a job. And I wanted to do it all live, you know? So Sila them Tara, then giving the melody, Sila keep the chords. Then I started calling instrumentalists, Nyom Sankum Fale, Nyom Keba Telo Fale, Akbena Pako, Mui Bakao, Jimbe, you know? Then we put all these things together, then while they were recording, I've been writing, you know, my words. I've been writing my rhymes, put them aside, write the words. Those things that were happening. Now we find a lot of nice melodies on the song. So we did the song because I think it was on 28 and the New Year supposed to be on the 1st. So new record song but was a goodie bobo no I make Tara mix it the same day Os Diaju Tamet, who was my manager after Power Os left from Paradise FM, won't Tamet provide camera with a quick concept. So we used the calabash because that was his symbol of feeding yourself. We put things together. Simple video. We went to the dent after on your way to Banjul. So the video, we presented the video, and it was on the news because of the song. It was nice. A lot of people called me. I like this song. I like this song very well. I like Makoko well. So there was a little bit of division of fans here and there. Some people don't like me singing the song because of they think I should do that. Okay, fine, which I understood. Some people were happy. You know, I didn't regret it either because that time I was more about like Nako. You understand? I didn't regret it. So that's how that album came in. When the album came in again, okay, now we have 100 people like. Let me just try something different because that melody was so deep. Tara silama wane muna yo mandinga melody is very different from what I hear from normal because man mangi joye bansang. So nyusun melody bi ak ma source bi ak source yene so dafa ute. That's when I started to write other songs. You know, my indie.
Affaire amu ci 50,000 bobu waxlo mo affaire.
No. Bo pour recording la boy.
Why after la mo ñew bala ñew ci yeen song yi lifin bi.
Why da nga bëgg na mo wone na
la may lu la bëgg.
Ah no, it's not possible bro.
Bañ nga fowel bi boy. Té ñu né fowel ak xaalis bari.
No lu min.
Okay légui amul fowel ko amna xaalis bari.
Okay, légui aramol. Show mo ba fon dia jam. Daf ma la jox xaalis. Every show. You understand? Dama dafa yow millions de waaye dafa ma dee fay suma liggéey dama ko play dama jump foofu ba sola dafa ma fay booy yëpp du das like any other artist bu mu invite yes te artist bari ñu foofu ne seen gémmiñ dafa rost mu ni wëy woyatuñ because soo amatu moom moo dee indi gars yi wëy mu may leen xaalis day fu mu ne nii artist bari ñu fi soo leen waaye tey woyal di mun a wëy seen gémmiñ yëpp a rost
yaa jame trade la tabo trade la woon trade la woon pour artist
yeah but because he was patronizing a lot of artists there are a lot of artists who are not singing. You know what I'm saying? So he was helping them, the parents. To be honest, you might not like the man. You understand? With whatever revelation that comes in, even when small, but I was shocked with all the things that I heard. You understand? Because that's not the image I was saying. You know what I'm saying? But on a nutshell, you cannot deny that Montam he changed the life of so many Gambians in some way, somehow. So many. You understand? If someone did good things to you did. When he was my friend, I like him and that is but when the impasse came in, when he lost the election, he admitted he lost the election, he doesn't want to come in. He didn't have the song. So that's it. People say, after giving money, I said he gave him money, but this one he's wrong. And everyone have to put in your voice. Sila ko de mana ko ji sila. Mawayar ko bena pumuacha.
Ngana ko nangul.
Wow. Mana ko munangu?
Wow. Bo understand na fo.
Yes.
Man kañ fi ma bëggoon nga gindi ma. Te yow gindi wu la ma mooy man ba ma affaire foowel ba nga ne foowel boobu man naa ko paaga saay bokkut. ma ne xaalis bëri bi nga ne ma dee daf ma fay rek. daf ma daa may xaalis na waaye yow nangu la ma 3 millions la woon da 4 millions léegi.
yaa jëm ñu may millions ñuy de la yóbbu télé da ma gis man télé ñoom jàlle leen fa yóbbu toog yëlu ma man télé de. waaye lu ma may mun naa ëpp 3 millions but not at once comme lu ma miin. show bu nekk da ngaa de ñu may time boobu sax Fatma Jawma is the minister of tourism, what's her name again? Fatuma's job, yes. She keep telling me you know so egg stage all the protocols, all the guys they just come and put more money on you than other artists because they are just fans. You understand? Because he likes what I do. Definitely man time boobu dama am na show bu nga xam ne dama ànd ak group all the way to Basse. They were my show at Mekalilai. They called me when I was there. They asked me I have to come back. I canceled the show. We all know how it was before. When he said this, he said no. You understand? So
no was not part of
not part of the deal. So we all comply. Oga before God.
We are complete. Legi, Singhateh. Legi si lifin sa legi the same album.
Yeah.
A Night in Kanilai.
Yes.
With Sasungkom.
Yes, love story. Yes.
A Night in Kanilai.
Yeah.
Who was that guy that Singhateh met in Kanilai?
No.
To what extent Singhateh writing that song about that lady, about that night in Kanilai? It was something else. The song was deeper than the lyrics. How can you explain the song?
Okay, look, I was telling to my like today when I was coordinating this musical group, I said I can speak almost Sarakul full wall of Mandinka. You understand, but not Jola. I tell my friend if Yajam is supposed to be here, you never like a Jola because time we are always in Kanilai performing. You understand? So that song, Love Story featuring Singhateh, it came, I could say the song was written in a car. You understand? I have this rhythm that I forgot the name of the rhythm. It's a Jamaican rhythm. You know, I like vibing to the rhythm. Sometimes they give me countless melodies. You understand? But at the same time, there was this festival in Kanilai. I don't know how we call the festivals. Like it's a two weeks where it's yes.
The roots.
Yes. So we keep going back and forth. If I have to perform, we perform. Small goodies at the new Nipsey. Understand? Because of the place is too crowded sometimes. So during that time, like, don't be a song. Okay. We first met down in Kanilai. God knows I intend to lie. You know the melodies of how it comes into artist's head. Sometimes
I know how melodies come.
Yes, that melody.
But I thought you just met a beautiful girl in Kanilai, and then you know.
No.
She gives you some sleepless nights.
Kanilai, Kanilai.
I need.
Wow.
I just thought it's just like that.
Maybe the inspiration can come from there, but it's like then like Kanilai, Candlelight. Nobilai. Those are all rhymes. You understand? Those were the rhymes on the song. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we are in the process of candle lighting, no lights. I just put the word. I didn't meet anybody. Then when I came with the song, I check out. I go, okay, maybe I could have a lady in the song to respond back to make it a little bit nice, and then all those things. That's how Says came into the picture. What she sang, I wrote it. I said, this is what I wanted to sing. You know what I'm saying? This is what I wanted to say. So that's how the song came in, and then suddenly it became a lot of people's favorite as well. Yeah.
And tell me why.
Yes.
Tell me. Was it Tell Me?
Tell Me, yes.
The song that you did with Rugi.
Rugi, yes.
Oh, Sierra, I love that one. That was my song. Huh?
You like that too, yeah.
I like that song. And I also participated in that song.
Soul participated in the song, Soul Sounds, yes. Tell Me. But I think most of the ladies, because that time it's alcoholic, they were neglected, most of them, when it comes to the industry. So most of them I have collaborated with them. I have collaborated with them. Since I started with some, there are a lot of them that I have collaborated with them. So at least that shows them, because Leave It Up, Ruki was the one who backed the song. You know, so that Leave It Up to give house or some hype here and there. So yeah, Tell Me is a good song too.
It's a nice song.
Yes.
I just love that song. Singhateh, then from looking at 2006, 7, 8, 9, 2006 for the Gambia, 7, 8, 9, you know, Rejoice, 10, 11, 12, Mansake. Sometimes, you know, if you produce an album, the album will survive for 2-3 years, and then you produce another album. But when you produce the Mansake, after that, you decided to go into production or what? Because it seems Singhateh, after the Mansake, what happened after? Because after Singhateh went to Europe, coming back, but you are more frequent in Europe than around.
Yeah.
But after into production, now I want us now to discuss this side of Singhateh. After the Mansake album, what happened?
Mansake was out in 2012.
Yes.
13, I think I left Gambia 2014. That's when I left, and I decided to try something new. You know, because all the tour that I was doing in Europe too, I was able to build some connection here and there. I decided, okay, I'm going to stay in Norway, and that's where I end up getting married. My family lives there. And then for the last decade, then I keep going to other countries to perform back. So I was basically more tired of going back and forth. So for me, also in Gambia, it came to a point whereby, okay, I'm like, I think I reached my level here. You understand? It's the same thing, the same TV, the same radio, the same shows, the same TV, the same radio. So it's like, you know what I mean? This is not...
It became boring.
Yes. It became boring. So I'm like, okay, I always want to go one step ahead, you know? Then I said, let me try my luck in here too. Then I start pushing there too. I did a lot of collabs there, and especially Norway, if there's any big festival, when it comes to reggae, they said the reggae man. That's how they call me, reggae man. So I decided to stay there. Then from there, before I left, I was doing some production, trying. Most of the artists, before I left, I produced them. From Mighty Joe, his album Baby Bull the Joy, ENC, so many of them.
What motivated you to go into production? Let me venture into production.
Sometimes things happen as miracles. I didn't think of doing production. Small laptop, Bila Gel, Apple laptop I give, it went down. I give it to someone to fix it for me. Muti laptop be 2-3 months, my laptop, at the same time. So I end up getting mad because so call time do they respond. I don't have to mention his name. So ma sona rek ma call ko sama boy Kanilai rek ñu call ko ñu treating ko. So he went and took someone else's laptop.
Man sa kii da doon arrangé di.
Kan?
Yooyu man sa kii
I was a general di. I was a general.
Esa Fall left somebody. You would have been called to the TRRC.
You understand?
So nga call boy.
So guy call
man
dama solo si boy dama ko duma def faale.
nga ne ko ma ne.
Ma ko guy call ko ñu ne kay uyu léegi
ga indi ko.
waaw mu ne gars la understand nga tamo su ne kay uyu tami añ suñu do añ
saka su lewe
kay uyu
kala ñu la man la from Kandila from NIA
kay uyu dai lu le gina si yow so si la dem gars wax ko ne si nga dem mo jël sari ko mu ne ma wana ko ne ko no def la di call do de gars call ko ma mom so mu ne okay dina ko fix na ko so he went I don't know who else laptop he took mu jox ma ko so in that laptop that's why I found the production software Logic which wasn't on my laptop. You understand? Gis nga fi yalla which wasn't there, but when I opened the laptop I'm like okay this is Logic. Hakim have been telling me about Logic. That's then mu tombe ma dem Scotland ma play jënd a few microphones here and there, so I came, I was just doing some voice, and I was just doing only voice in that time. I was training. I was just playing around, you know, and then suddenly I did some nice job, but I didn't even know what I was doing. No, like, so when I went to Norway, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get into production. So in Norway, I went to one of the best private music school there. I spent 3 years there. Music production, mixing, mastering, and all those things. That's how I get into production, and now I've produced countless artists, and for myself as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Singhateh and the pack music is in you am a label di job ak certain artist na dang day job artist project nga am sa project liggéey ñoom ñata ñu am seen project sant la nga liggéey di fay la nga liggéey ñoom naka la sa liggéey mel ak gaay.
Very smooth, because like most of them they like to work with me because they know I listen, and when I'm working I give it all. You understand? Book more depth than say more mix li, or say more produce li. You understand? So when you wait time, it's like I'm an artist, I'm a singer. If you go around somewhere, I'm only gonna phone be wouldn't go change me. I'm just bad idea. So when you say pack music, it's not the pack represent package. You understand? It's different from going to a producer who just know how to mix, but he's not a musician. He cannot direct you, cannot help you on anything. But then going to a producer who's an artist, a performer, is a singer. You understand? So it's different. So when you come to me, you have a package of everything. I help you with your songs. I help you with my ideas. We brainstorm and make it happen. And that's why most of them, they keep coming back. I work with them a lot. Gambians, non-Gambians. A lot of different ones. And then when the job is also nice, that's it.
Yeah, I even listened to this album, tribute to Mama album by Master Lion.
Yes.
Chapana Yamfa, there's some productions inside that album. Pour ñëwaat back home, set up studio around Dakar, you have more time to stay in Europe still working. What are the future?
No, I'm coming back now. So now I have 2 homes. I'm a Gambian, I'm a Norwegian. So I'm working and building my studio here now.
In the Gambia.
And then I'll be more here even than there now. Yeah. So that's the purpose. By inshallah, before the end of this year, I'll be 100% back. 100%.
Boo ñëwee nii yaa ngi liggéey gis nañ nga génnal Scorpion si fii a team song Razana liggéey nga ay artists on that song ba pare tamit yaa ngi nekk fi di liggéey in couple of projects na nga gisee music back home now.
Very exciting. Loolu laa dee wax gars man yéen loolu amee ñu suñu amoon time boobu with the quality with the song that we are producing we've been at next level because time boobu for us it was very difficult. You know, we don't have the access to all the social medias that are happening now. We have random fans. Su ñu déggee rek na si radio la ñu dégga wala télé la ñu gis GRTS benn donc we don't utilize all this YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram. They were not there. Even after my last album, I could say Facebook was there, but all those things were there. That's why some of the videos are not even available on YouTube because of that accessibility. But then I think now that people are also coming out more to support the source. There is more, because like world bang change, for like life never change. People have evolved, people have developed. That contribute also to the industry. It's just a little bit of organizing it, and then all these young artists couldn't get sawala. If they organize themselves, They will all make it. Because no matter what guy, when I see their souls clashing, I'm like, you guys, you have to do this as an asusu. You know what I mean? Yes. You're so hewale. You support la. You nga jël sa boss nga dem. Ki su ñëwé the same thing. There will be no clash, there will be no beef. Because you are targeting the same crowd, the same venues, the same people. And most of the people that are following you, they are not working class people. They just save up that money to come and support you. So you will have your thing, support each other, you know? Before we have rivalry before there, but we don't, not that. Before me and Jalex, our competition was more musically. You understand? I remember my Regis album was almost ready in fact. But when I came in, when I had the Jalex, I couldn't tell them down dinner. The Party album. That was a massive song. I'm like, no, guys, we have to recheck. We need to counter-attack that song. You understand? That Live It Up was art, but it wasn't even promoted. That's when I went back again. Then you transform again. That's why I bring all those live stuff. More than that Afro groove to it. You understand? From tech, I couldn't tell them to Live It Up. This is how we compete. You know? And it was very decent competition. We don't chill. We are not enemies, but we are not friends too. But we work as colleagues, you know?
Nice to have you, Singhateh, on the Gambian Zone with the legends. It's a pleasure having you, the watana every time. Dama si de content trop. Ma bay la nga tagato so de amna len loy wax nga wax ko den ñu tagato.
Well, no love. All the fans over the years, all the supports. You're above. I'm surprised that you can still remember all these things in your archive. Like, I even forgot some dates and you still remember them. So that's a legendary work as well. Like, my respect to you and respect to all the Gambian music lovers. And all the artists, keep doing your thing, stay humble, research more. Don't rush your work, because the moment you are out, you cannot go back again. So when you know that you are ready to come out and stay consistent as well. So big up to all the camera minds behind making these things possible. And big up to QTV. Watch out. I know some of you that are by my way, I'll be singing for you. But I will sing for you guys. I'll be dropping videos, I'll be doing shows here and there, but not as before, you know? Yes, but production-wise, Pack Music is coming to Gambia. Watch out for that as well.
Yes, that's the legendary Singhateh, aka Freaky Joe, Gambian Zone with the legends. Salute Mujo pour watana legends yi won len ñi fi nekk seen jaar jaar fa lañ dooree liñ liggéey ak lan lañ catalogue ci suñ music lan lañ ci def lan lañ ci liggéey understand du ko defee ñun ñëpp nga xam ne suñ ko dégluwaatee rek mun nañ ci jàngee lu ndaw lu bëri xale yi nga xam ne ñu ngay def music ñu mun nañoo dig down xam na dëgg ñii fii lañ jaaroon te lii lañ def te benn tey ñu ngay def kon Singhateh Freaky Joe di la jaajëfal bu baax a baax am kontaan te trop am la fii ci Gambian Zone Media Legends fii ci QTV ak Jollof Arts Entertainment di jaajëfal caméra crew bi Thierno Thie ak Kasim di whole Gambian Zone team di leen bëggee bu baax a baax ak Mr Souleymane Sow di CEO of Jollof Arts Entertainment na nga xam ne moo nekk behind the concept behind the programme moom di ko jaajëfal bu baax a baax di jaajëfal képp koo xam ne yaa doon seetaan suubi fii ci QTV Gambian Zone Media Legends Papa James la woon ak kii nii di Singhateh kon Cheikh Tidiane over to you.
jërë ngeen jëf mbokk yi ñu doon seetaan xam naa ne kontaan ngeen torop ci waxtaan bu am solo boobu Papa James seexoon ko ak Freaky Joe di leen jox dig daje beneen yoon ci another edition of Gambian Zone. Gambian Zone nii la rek saa yu nekk ñu seeti koo xam ne prominent stakeholder la ci Gambia ci réew mi def fi lu am solo jar ñu waxtaanee ko di jaajëfal beneen yoon ci executive producer bi di Sol Sow ci nekkoon ci visual si ak executive producer bi Sol Sow Gam Music Intellect Papa James moo nekkoon ak yéen ci waxtaan bu am solo boobu noonu di leen jox dig daje beneen yoon jërë ngeen jëf Gambian Zone QTV Jollof Arts